Hello and welcome to today's video on class 11, which we're going to talk more about more properties of logarithms. Remember from the previous class, we talked about how logarithms are exponents. And they're also going to have properties of exponents. For example, if you're multiplying two logarithms, then you can split it up into an addition problem. So for example, if I said log base 5 of 3x, because the 3 and the x are being multiplied, you can expand it to say log base 5 of 3 plus log base 5 of x. Likewise, when you have a division problem, like for example log base 7 of x over 5, you can, because remember, when you divide, you subtract the exponents. So it's going to be log base 7 of x minus log base 7 of 5. And the third property, when you're raising a log to a power, you can roll it to the front, the exponent to the front, and multiply by the logarithm. Because remember, when you raise exponents to a power, you multiply the exponents. So for example, log base 5 of x squared can become 2 times log base 5 of x. So you take this exponent and you roll it to the front. So those are the three properties of logarithms that we're going to use to help us solve eventually logarithmic equations. So for example, if log of log 2 is equal to 0.3010 and log 3 is equal to 0.4771, then find log 6. Well, I don't know what log 6 is, but I know log 6 would be the same as log of 2 times 3. And I know when I multiply, I can expand it to addition. So it would be log 2 plus log 3. Log 2 is 0.3010, and log 3 is 0.4771. When you add them together, you get 0.7781, and that would be log 6. Expand a logarithm. Remember, when you're multiplying, you can expand it out into addition. So it's going to be log 8 plus log x plus log y to the fourth. Now, log 8 is the same as log of 2 to the third. So we want to make it the exponent plus log x plus log y to the fourth. Then remember, any exponents get rolled to the front of the log. So it's 3 times log 2 plus log x plus 4 log y. That's your final answer. Now here we're expanding a division problem. So we have ln of the square root of x squared plus 5 minus the ln of x. Now, when you take the square root, it is the same as raising something to a 1/2 power. And then you can roll the exponent to the front. So you have 1/2 ln of the quantity x squared plus 5 minus the ln of x. And that's your final answer. You don't roll this exponent to the front because it's not the exponent of the whole term. It's just the exponent of part of the expression. You only raise the exponent of the term of the ln. So this is your final answer. So now, just like we expanded these logarithms, we could condense them. And how we condense them is basically, if you notice anything in the front, we're going to roll back. So notice we have the ln of x to the fifth minus the ln of xy squared. So we roll that 2 back to the front. Now, minus means to divide, right? Because when we divided, we subtracted. So when you subtract, you can roll it back to division. So it's going to be ln of x to the fifth over xy squared. Well, xy squared is the same as saying x squared y squared. And remember, x to the fifth over x squared becomes x to the third. So that is the condensed version of ln of x minus ln of xy squared. So we talked about the other day how on your calculator you have a log button, which is base 10, and you have an ln button on your calculator, which is base e. And I showed you how to find logarithms if they were base 10 or ln on your calculator. However, let's say you're trying to find log base 3 of 2 using your calculator. Well, there's such thing what's called the change of base formula. And the change of base formula basically says that in order to change the base to base 10, excuse me, you take log of the answer, so in this case log 2, and divide it by log of the base, which in this case is 3. So log 2 gives you 0.3010, and when you divide that by log 3, which is 0.477 something, you get 0.6309, which rounded to 3 decimal places is 0.631. So that's how you would do a change of base. So for example, if I said find log base 5 of 7, you would do log 7 divided by log 5. You could also do the same thing with ln. You could do ln 7 divided by ln 5, and that would give you the same answer. That works both ways. All right, I hope this helps, and I will see you guys tomorrow in class. Have a good evening.